So you likely have come across this map in your Facebook feed or on social media. It shows this map of all these states that are going to be impacted by the Broad X cicada emerging this year. And it looks like all of those states will be invaded, but not so fast. There's more to the story. And this thing's got 300,000 shares already. Good grief. Hey everybody, it's Chief Meteorologist Brad Panovich. You probably have seen all the buzz online about the cicadas on the East Coast. But here's the thing. The Broad X, which is the one that's coming, that's for 10, is actually not going to impact all areas of the East Coast. In fact, if you look at the map, the areas in yellow are the only ones that are going to be impacted by cicadas this year. And in North Carolina, it's a very tiny area. Just 3 whole counties will actually see these cicadas coming up in the next couple of months. 3 counties, 2 near the Virginia border, Wilkes and Surry County, and then Cherokee County in the western part of the state. So this is not going to impact the Charlotte metro area or most of the Carolinas. In fact, just 3 whole counties in the entire state of North and South Carolina. Now, once the temperature warms up in the soil, we're talking about 8 inches down or so, gets up to about 64 degrees, which is probably going to happen in late April or early May, depending on how warm it gets this spring. This is based on what happened in 2004. Those are the areas that we saw those cicadas. Now, there are certain cicadas that come back every year. They're tiny, they're green. The ones that come back every 17 or 13 years, they're big, they're black with red eyes, and they come in swarms. But this year is not the year for the Carolinas. We've got to wait 2 more years, and we should see the next Broad move across the Charlotte metro area. So I got to give a huge shout out to this website. It's a great website if you love cicadas or want to learn more about them. It's called Cicada Mania. It's a great page, and it has all the 17 and 13 year cicadas which come back in swarms. You can see every state and every part of the Southeast and Midwest has a different year when those broads, they call them, or basically swarms, come back. And if you look carefully, we've got one that's probably going to be back in 2030 for the upstate of South Carolina into western North Carolina. Another one that's going to come back in 2033. This one in particular right here is one that I remember back in 2003. And it actually had a few back in 2020, but really wasn't all that powerful. This is Broad 10, which again really isn't going to impact most of our area. One that'll be interesting to see is one that was back in 2008. This will be coming back in 2024, and this one actually had some significant ones in and around the Charlotte metro area. In fact, if you click on the map and scroll down, you can see that this map actually shows quite a few in the western part of the state. But if you go to some of these, you'll actually get a good gauge on when your area will see them. So for instance, here's one that was pretty active in the Charlotte metro area. You can see it pretty active. This one is actually the Great Southern Broad. This one I remember from not too long ago. And if we go back and look at that, it looks like 2023 is when this one will be coming back. So those are ones to keep an eye on. But this is a great website. You can go see the specific location, but don't be fooled by these state maps. In most cases, these cicadas only impact a few counties.